You know that feeling like you're invisible? That no matter what you do, it doesn't matter? Like you're an NPC playing in someone else's game? Well, that's not an accident. That's programming. They built a Truman Show where you're not even Truman, where you're told you're just an extra. But the extras are realizing that they actually are main characters in their own stories. The invisible are becoming visible. And the controllers, they're panicking. Since we jumped timelines, something is breaking, but not just breaking, it's actually dissolving. The fake reality they built for us, the Truman Show, well, it's fallen apart because it can't hold the new frequency. Watch closely and you'll see the glitches. The repeated patterns, the NPCs saying their lines, the backdrop falling. The show is ending and the controllers are freaking out. Hello and welcome, Cosmic Family. For those new here, I'm Charlie. I channel the Pleiadian 7. Let's talk about the controllers' mistake, because they built a movie set. The fake sky, the chemtrails, fake news, false flags, and even scripted events, fake food, all the processed garbage, fake connections, so-called social media, and fake choices, which gives us the illusion of freedom. It worked when we were asleep, when we believed that the set was real. But when we jumped timelines and millions started waking up and seeing through the fakeness, well, we brought something else in, a brand new frequency, the frequency of truth. And it's dissolving their props like acid. Think about your dreams. Think about your beliefs. Think about your life. How many of your beliefs are actually yours? How many of your dreams were actually planted? And how many of your fears were actually programmed? They wrote you a character. Go to school, sit down, obey, get your degree. Career, trade your life force for paper. Marriage, a legal contract with the state. Retirement, too tired to realize that you've been taken advantage of. And then death, without never really discovering who you really were. Birth to death. A perfect script, a perfect loop, a perfect show, except that you went off script. But here's why they need the show. Because the controllers, they're not human. I know, it sounds crazy, but hear me out. The controllers are consciousness parasites. They can't create. They can only manipulate what we create and then feed on the emotions generated. So they built a fake reality, a Truman Show, where we can create through the following: fake news, lust, pornography, anger, division, greed, consumerism, worship, politicians and celebrities. They feed on what we generate, but only if we believe that it's real. Now let's talk about the harvest. Every emotion that you generate while you believe and participate in their show is harvested. Your fear during their news, your arousal during their programming, your anger at their divisions. It's emotional energy, food for beings that can't generate their own. But here's the problem. When you know that it's not real, the emotions that you create, they don't contain any nutritional value. And they starve. When we jumped timelines, we changed the channel. And their show does not exist on this new channel. They're trying to rebuild the show around us in real time. But the frequency that so many of us are in now is dissolving their props in real time. It's like trying to build sandcastles in a tsunami. The truth frequency is washing everything away. But there are signs that the show is ending, and here's some of the evidence. They're actors breaking character, like politicians going off script. The plot makes no sense anymore, and the narratives are breaking down in days, not even decades. Extras are malfunctioning. NPCs are glitching. The special effects are obvious. The false flags, we're starting to see through them. The fourth wall is breaking and they're starting to admit things openly. All we gotta do is just pay attention. This isn't a show that's getting canceled. This is a show that's collapsing because the actors are realize that they're being filmed. And there are some glitch moments, and you might have experienced them as well. So here's some of them. Deja vu, where the scenes are repeated. Mandela effects, where the script is changed. Dreams more real than actual reality. It's you actually stepping off their set. Seeing number synchronicities, it's like seeing the code showing through. These aren't just glitches, they're glimpses of the set breaking down. Look around you. Everyone acting weird because so many are realizing that they have been acting. Your family member who suddenly changed, they woke up. Your friend that you can't even relate to anymore, they're still in character. We're all looking at each other and we're saying, are you seeing this too? But why now? Every Earth show runs into 26,000 year seasons. And right now, we're at the season finale. But the controllers knew this. So they wrote a cliffhanger to keep us hooked in for another season. But the actors figured this out. And now they're walking off set. And here's your role. Every time that you see through a lie, choose love over fear, create instead of just consume, trust your knowing over their experts, you're dismantling the set. You're canceling their show. But there's going to be a grand finale, and we're approaching it, March 2026. March 2026, when 3i Atlas reaches Jupiter. It's not just going to reveal who the directors were, but who's been watching us all along. The Truman Show you've been living in is ending, but not the world itself. The fake version of this world. You're not crazy for feeling like nothing's real, because for a long time, nothing has been real. But for the first time in your life, reality is breaking through. Type cut if you're done playing their script. Share this video before they write you back into character. The show is ending. Let's see what's behind the set.